All right, everybody, welcome to my new daily. 2001 Toyota 4Runner SR5. Has 170,000 miles on it. Has some Falcon Wild Peak HTs. Not the off-road, build slash rig that you'll see online, but more of a all-season tire. Got leather interior. It's pretty good condition other than this little split over here, but with 170,000 miles on the clock, I guess you kind of expect that, as well as that little dead mosquito or whatever it is that's dead over there. Yeah, I got this from my brother for a really good deal. Comes with a Pioneer radio, and I feel like it's some upgraded speakers. It's pretty good. And it's just really good. It's just a really good, solid vehicle. I needed something to haul my family around. I couldn't really do the Starlet anymore as a daily. It just felt dangerous, a 1,900-pound car. And I could fit both of my kids' seats in here. I'm not like having to jump in the back with them to buckle them in and make them feel safe. And this thing just eats up the road. I mean, this is a body-on-frame chassis. So you're going to be able to do all the outdoor off-road stuff with it. It's solid. I mean, you got some dings and dents here, more of like the grocery parking lot type of damage, and not necessarily anything from like use and abuse. This is a three-owner vehicle. Basically, I'm the third owner. The first owner bought it from Clearwater Toyota back in, I would say, probably 2000 at some point. And just drove it, and everything has been serviced for the most part. Maybe outside of a valve adjustment. You can probably hear the ticking in the videos. But yeah, that's it right there. This is the 5VZ FE. It's a 3.4 liter V6, iron block, aluminum heads. This thing makes about 183 horsepower, 217 pound-feet of torque. It's not a mover. This thing is not going to blow past anybody, really. It is a lumbering kind of vehicle. You're not gonna win any races off the light. We're in an age of really fast SUVs. This is not one of them. They do sell a supercharger for it. That's great. Not sure if I'm going to invest in that, but we've invested in just doing some small minor repairs. My brother did as the previous owner. New alternator, some valve head gaskets. He changed the whole ABS module. That's how we originally purchased it for so cheap during COVID, was with a major issue that he was able to solve, him being a mechanic. Really only upgrades I did was change out the LEDs to LED bulbs, sorry. And I need to get one of these little covers here. There's little things, cosmetically, some sun fade. The paint is in good nick. You got little tiny pinholes and stuff like that. These color match things are not color matched anymore. They're just sun faded white rubber at this point. The Wild Peak tires are brand new, roughly. Stuff like this, these rock guards, that rock guard coating, that thing is just tore up. It's old. But yeah, otherwise, solid vehicle. You're not going to get much out of this video if you've seen a bunch of 4Runners. This window comes down, which is great, and a lot of vehicles nowadays don't have that. This thing has a lot of little features that we take for granted. This cool privacy cover is one of them. It's still intact. It's almost like the internet didn't get to this vehicle in time to make it into some off-road rigs. And I'm not trying to crap on anybody's style. It's just not my thing. I want to go kind of off-road with it. I want to take it to the beach and stuff, go camping. I got this little thing here. I can maybe get a blowout bed and go camping with my kids or something. Get a tent, one of those tents, you open up over here and get a mosquito net and whatnot. I think that's pretty cool. It's fun to do. But I want to modify it. I got this thing to carry a couple of outdoor things. We got our picnic blanket. We have a hammock. We got some tie-down straps if we need it for something. It has a tow hitch, so maybe I can get a bike mount. That would be pretty cool. This thing comes with the dealer optioned roof rack. I want to get some accessories for it, maybe get into stand-up paddleboard. I mean, the problem with doing outdoorsy things is that you need to have space to store the stuff when you're not using it. And I don't think I can do one of those huge overlanding roof racks where you just have a bunch of stuff on it. That adds like 100 to 200 pounds on top of the stuff that you're going to be using every day or not using every day. You know, some people use it for storage. I don't really care for that. So just gonna be very thoughtful. I'd like to see what other people are doing. I did see like these really cool shades that come over here, and they're used as like mounts. Some people put like those little gas cans and stuff like that. I just think it looks really cool, and maybe I can use it. So whatever's functional, looks kind of cool, I'm gonna use it. I mean, this is functional. I mean, this is luxury right here. To have these window visors, you know, so when the rain's hitting, you can crack them open and get some fresh air. I mean, that's great. Like, that's amazing. That's luxury to me. I mean, this pull down right here, this is cool. I mean, you got some features on this vehicle that you don't see on new cars, and some features that you wouldn't expect to see on a car of this age, like this awesome cup holder. And it can hold real drinks, not just cans. Like, you can go to 7-Eleven or something, get a big gulp, put it in there, and I mean, I think it might not drop, but yeah, this is pretty much it. You know, it's a 4-speed. It's a 4-speed automatic. Auto tragic to some. The 2001 did not come with a manual. Previous years came with manuals. Previous years came with 4 cylinders. Luckily for me, I got a V6, and it's automatic, so it's kind of like just thoughtless driving. You get in, you don't care, you hit bumps, whoop-de-doo. Like, the suspension absorbs it. The suspension's in really good nick. There's no issues with it. You know, I'm just having a great time driving it around, not caring so much. With the Starlet, it was kind of scary getting around, you know, certain parts of the town with, you know, undulations and cracks in the roads and speed bumps. You know, I just always worried about damaging my Tom wheels and, you know, not wanting to really spend too much money on that either. You know, I got my E86, and the good thing about this, it tows roughly 5,500 pounds. Will it do it now the way it's set up? I'm not sure. I'm not going to chance it. So some upgrades in the near future will be, you know, the brakes, number one. Brakes, number one. We got to get the newer V6 Tundra brakes for the following generation. Basically, the generation that was just replaced, the V6 model from like the earlier years, from saying that correctly, I might be wrong. I'm sure you guys will correct me in the comments. That's a full swap over. You get the bracket, get the caliper, rotors, brake pads, boom, you got yourself some real stopping power, because this thing does not stop great. The brakes on this thing, yeah, they're not good. Just, yeah, I mean, we can go back to like Car and Driver or Motor Trend, see how they reviewed it. But stopping distance is abysmal. The radiator, something else I want to change. So you have like a transmission cooler that is inside of the radiator, from what I understand. So if I do like a full aluminum setup, that should help me if I want to tow. And I do want to tow. I want to tow my 8.6 to track days. I don't really want to put too much miles on it on the way to the track and have to drive it back. I've done that before with other cars. I've been successful, but the A86 is like built from the ground up, and you just never know how that's going to go. So I will be taking advantage of the towing capacity on this vehicle. Yeah, I'd like to get some of the cosmetic stuff fixed, you know, changing this rubber out, fixing this, maybe just taking the over fenders off, stuff like that. But otherwise, it's good. It just probably needs a valve adjustment, which is not a fun job when you're bent over in the engine bay of something like this. But you know, otherwise, just wanted to share with you guys and gals my new daily, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have any sort of mods that you'd like to see, or something you've done to your own 4Runner, your own 3rd gen, please let me know. I'm interested. I'm learning about this whole sphere of vehicles, and I find a lot of things are excessive, but there's a lot of cool things out there that are kind of like neat tricks that you can do in your vehicle to make them more efficient, make them more playful to a certain extent. I want to take this thing out camping. I want to take it to the beach. I want to take it maybe on some, you know, low-level trails. Just things to get my kids into, you know. My son, of course, big truck guy, 4 years old. Everything is a monster truck to him. So yeah, I'd like to dive into that and enjoy that with him and my daughter as well. They're both car crazy, and it's all my fault. So again, thanks for watching. Talk to you all soon. Peace.